Putin's Oreshnik, located in Belarus, has become a notable point of interest. Forbes has identified several new and serious challenges for Ukraine. By deploying advanced missiles in Belarus, the Russian army will further increase its overall strike capabilities. You can find more information in our report. My name is Yevhen Sirov, and this is the Glavred channel. Subscribe and leave a like. Let's get started. Last week, the so-called president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, made a public statement in which he claimed that the aggressor nation, Russia, is currently storing a portion of its nuclear weapons arsenal within the borders of his country, Belarus. He also officially announced that Russian Oreshnik intermediate-range ballistic missiles have recently been deployed and stationed on the territory of the Republic. How could this pose a threat to Ukraine in the near future? Minsk claims that these ballistic missiles will be fully operational and officially put on combat duty in Belarus by the end of December this year, as planned. The publication emphasizes that the arrival of the missiles actually took place only after Belarus and Russia had conducted 4 days of joint military exercises in September. Part of these exercises specifically focused on preparations for the use of nuclear weapons. One of the weapon systems that was showcased during Zapad 2025 was precisely the Oreshnik. This particular weaponry, Forbes notes, poses a new threat to Ukraine in the near future. When these advanced missiles were first officially launched in November 2024, they traveled through the upper layers of the Earth's atmosphere, making them extremely difficult for Ukrainian air defense systems to detect and respond to effectively. They also travel at extremely high speeds, often reaching several thousand kilometers per hour, which, according to the publication, creates additional and significant problems for Ukraine's defense. Since these types of ballistic missiles have now been supplied to Belarus, this development will increase Russia's overall strike capabilities in Ukraine, the article states. It should be noted that the city of Minsk is located only approximately 440 kilometers away from Kiev, whereas Moscow, the Russian capital, is situated 1,500 kilometers from the Ukrainian capital city. Given this particular geographical location, if Russia chooses to launch Oreshnik from the territory of Belarus, it will make attacks on Ukraine even more deadly and significantly faster. The Russians will therefore be able to strike important and critical infrastructure in Ukraine more quickly. This will also give the armed forces of Ukraine less time to respond to the potential deployment of these ballistic missiles. Let us recall that earlier, the dictator of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, threatened Europe with the Oreshnik. He called this missile a terrifying weapon. He addressed the leaders of the European Union and cynically urged them not to provoke. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Zelensky warned Europe about the threat posed by the Oreshnik missile. He emphasizes that this step, in particular, potentially threatens the countries of Eastern Europe, since the system's operational range is about 5,500 kilometers. The dead zone is about 700 kilometers.